Hi, guys. Looks weird to me. There we go. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. Hello, hello. I'm going to type in here. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, if you're here. I've got a couple of test ones up there. So there's that. I'll wait till I see anybody in here. It's not quite 3 o'clock yet, so that's good. Wow, that was fun. Not trying to get this up and running. I probably have a few more up there. Let me make sure. If I do, oh, there's 3 people in. Hi, Ray, you got in. Did you see where I was testing? Oh my gosh, that was no fun at all. So I was testing, and hi, Glinda. Oh, thanks. I just took a shower. There's nothing that can really fix this after a certain age. You know what I mean? You just kind of have to just put it out there and just, here, I can go like this. That's why I was going to wear my scarf. Just hide it all. What the hell? What the heck? What are you going to do? You know? What are you going to do? Oh, thank you, Ray. Okay. Yeah, no, I was testing because I was having a really hard time getting this camera to work. The computer camera, I usually have my webcam. And I was almost going, okay, well, that's fine. Then that can be my excuse why not to get in front of the camera. But I think a book club, it's kind of fun where you have somebody that you're actually talking to their face, you know? So yeah, so we are going to talk about a couple of books that we might want to read this next coming months, and also the one that we did read called "The Night She Disappeared." And I found that I had to. That one was weird, and I've learned some lessons. I've got some notes here. I learned some lessons this time around. We are like, I'm not going to do brand new books ever again. So yeah, we're not going to, because that's just too hard for everybody. Here we go. That's just too hard for everybody to get the new. Hi, Gail. How you doing? You're here. Nice to see you. Let's just chat a little bit, you know, maybe for like, hi, Camellia. How you doing? Nice to see you. Let's just chat a little bit, get comfortable. I've got some lemon water here I'm drinking because I'm so thirsty. And I have a lemon that I didn't want to, I want to just cut it up and freeze it because I want to throw it away. Cheap like that. You haven't finished it yet, Ray? Well, you're going to get spoiled. There's going to be some spoilers, so you might not want to watch because this is for everybody that has read it. Yeah, you might want to cover your ears, like Gail said. There's going to be some spoilers in it. Or, you know, you might, how far along are you? Hi, Abigail. How you doing? Welcome in. Desk in the attic. She has a desk in the attic. Ooh, that sounds like a good name for a thriller, Abigail, The Desk in the Attic. Oh my gosh. Me, I finished it a few weeks ago. No, I finished it a couple weeks ago. Then I read another one that I'm going to share with you. Then I'm going to give us 2 choices to pick for this. I got one little strand. Oh, it doesn't matter. I get it. I had trouble getting it too. Okay, so let's talk about the trouble with getting this book. Here's my mistake this last month's book club. I made the mistake of picking 2 books to choose from that were let me if I turn this one off. There, that's a little better. That were I picked 2 books that were brand new. Like this, I can't read the chat if I take my glasses off. Boy, you guys are blurry. And I swear I haven't had anything to drink. That's better. Anyway, so I picked The Night She Disappeared and Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, which I haven't read yet because you can't get yet. Because I ended up getting The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. That's the one that we are talking about today, discussing today, on a Kindle. And I had to pay for it, and I had to resubscribe to Kindle. But now I got out of my Kindle subscription, and oh, you got it, and it has a bonus chapter? Cool. I don't. Okay, so anyway, to stay on my thought process was, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to pick books that are at least a year old, so they're still current, but they're not going to cost brand new prices, and people can get them like at thrift stores and used books and things of that nature, because it was just really hard and the library. So in a year from now, you'll be able to get it at the library. So, I mean, I was on a waiting list and I was like 15 out of 30 or something. So, yeah. Wow, Ray, how many pages are in the bonus chapter? So Ray says she got hers at Target and she got hers at the bonus chapter. And for those of you, I don't have, and another thing is by having it on my phone, I don't have the book here to go, oh, here's the book, and you can't read the back and you can't flip through it. There's so many reasons why having a book on an iPhone or a Kindle when you're trying to do a book page, it's no good because I love having the book. So, yeah. So I learned a lot this week. 16-week wait list. Haven't looked at the bonus chapter yet. Oh, that's okay. You're probably going to get it. I wonder if the bonus chapter is her new book. Ray, do you have the book in front of you? Because sometimes they'll do a bonus chapter, which is the first chapter of their next book. So maybe that's what the bonus chapter is, because that would be kind of interesting. I think it's hi, Kim and Columbia. How are you do? Oh, okay. So you got it through an ebook through your library. Yeah, the next book. Yeah, go get the book. I bet you it's a bonus chapter for the next book. So yeah, so I learned a lot of lessons about having it. I like books. I like physical books. I like audio books on my phone. I like physical books to read. So, but Kim got lucky, and I like audiobooks while I'm taking a walk and just doing stuff around the house, but as far as laying in bed at night, oh God, I just love having a book. So how is everybody doing though? We have a few minutes before we actually get into it. And I'm so glad to see you guys. It's so nice to see you. A month is a long time. I only was able to read 2 books this month though. And I'll share with you what that other book was because I've been dying to read this other author. Oh, good, Gail. I'm glad. Good. So I was able to read one other book, and which, some people read 12 books a month. And I wonder to myself, with these people that I look online, and they're readers, and they said, oh, here's my stack of books that I read this last month. Hi, Susan. How you doing? Nice to see you. And I'm thinking, what else are you guys doing? Or do you live on 2 hours of sleep? Because, I mean, I'm not a slow reader, but I'm not a fast reader. But if I wanted to, I could finish this in a day, but it would be the whole day. Gail, is it true? Do these people not do anything else? These people that are reading 20 books a month, they must not have any other, but they're not, I don't get it. The House in the Cerulean Sea, I'm about 1/3 the way through, and I may need Cliff Notes. Oh, so let me grab that book. It's right here. Let me grab it. Oh, it's right here. So this is one of the books that I read last month, but it's not in the book. Not in the book. Hi, Sam. Nice to see you. I didn't expect you today, but I'm so happy you're here. This is the one that I read. It's funny about these books and how you might need Cliff Notes, but you'll see once you get into it, it'll get easier. And the same with one of the books that I'm going to suggest to you guys this month. It's like at first you're like, there's 10 people right on the first 10 chapters. Every chapter, the bonus chapter is 5 pages of what, Ray? Is it of the night she disappeared or 5 chapters of a new book? I'm so glad to see you, Sam. But Sam, what else did you do when you were reading? Was that all you did, or did you just do a lot of reading, and did you just let the dishes pile up? I don't know. I mean, I kind of even, or did you just not sleep? I'm just trying to figure out how do people balance all that reading with exercise and housework and grocery shopping and kids. I mean, I just don't quite. And then I look at their lives, or their Instagram lives is what I like to say, because they look so damn perfect. And I think, how? You read in your spare time. You read, how many books did you say a month in your spare time? 20 books a month in your spare time? I don't get it, Sam. I honestly don't get it. So and so Kim says she had guilt for not doing other things. That's me too. Book went everywhere with you. I get it. Okay. My mom was the same way, but she read so fast. But she read paperback. She didn't read, and I mean, like the small little, what was her favorite? Agatha Christie's, and I don't know if those were 400 books, 400 pages. These are all up to 400 pages. Like this is my last Lisa Jewell that I read last month I didn't 340 pages. Read a ton, but her house was a disaster and my husband would miss school to clean. Okay, so see, so there's some honesty right there. So okay, I appreciate that because I just look at these people that are doing all this reading. I'm thinking, please tell me it's not just me. I mean, I have to remember, oh shit, I got to go clean the cat box, or oh crap, I got to go, take the trash out. It's like I can't do all that reading and not have other places just fall apart. So if I read 2 or 3 books a month, I'm happy. To me, because do that times 12, that's great. That's 30, let's say 30 books a year is a lot. Even if you just read one book a month, that's 12 books a year. I think that's pretty good. Abigail, I love Abigail's name. It's the Abigail desk in the attic. Need to only just be reading when I'm reading. No multitasking at all. Else, I can't follow it. Abigail, thank you for that as well. So I can read a book. I can be 3 chapters in and then put it down for like 2 weeks and go back and go, what the hell? Wait, okay, start over. I hate that. And Sam says she's a fast reader, but her mind can't do it. Okay, that's, I get it. If I can read one a month, I'm happy. And yeah, is it our older brains? Excuse me, guys, while I have an older nose too, obviously. But it's like turns to mush. So anyway, so it's not just me. You really have to sit down and focus on the books you're reading, and that's another thing about an electronic read for me, or even a Audible. If I'm not walking every day, which I have not been, if I'm not walking every day and pick right back up to where I was, I'm like, I have to go back a chapter, So, but we do like to craft and we like to have a life. So I'm going to stick to the 1 book a month club here. This is the 1 book a month club. And that's what we're going to stick to, you guys. And I'm also going to always, if I do read something extra, like I did last month, I threw some stuff in. Like this was an extra that I read and I loved it. This was a young adult, you guys, very fantastical, not something everybody would like. You're going to do the 2 books a month. I think that's kind of where I'm at too, but we're going to keep it to 1 book that we say, because to go over 1 book is enough, I think, for us. So we're going to say we're the 1 book a month club, but if we do more, then that's great. So yeah, so that's that. So, but I did want to show you before we get started on the first off, I can't wait to talk about this book. And that's another thing. I don't have it to be able to hold up in front of me to show you guys the book that I'm talking about, which is driving me absolutely bonkers. Okay, Gail, you listened to the Cerulean Sea. What did you think of it? Did you fall in love with, what was his name? The protagonist's name, the guy that went there? I read Cerulean Sea this past month. I'm glad that you read it. I loved it. Let me get to my daughter says when she looks at my cell phone, my thing, she goes, oh, Mom, I get such a headache. It's on my Kindle. Linus, did you like Linus? I loved Linus. So this is not, let's go back. You guys are going to get a headache. I'm trying to give you guys a headache. Let's see. Come on now. Heck. There we go. It keeps wanting to go. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, it's called The Night She Disappeared. I wish I could hold up a picture. I'd probably get a better one on if I keep going to the internet. Hold on, you guys. I'll get an image of it. I'm not in a hurry, so I hope you're not in a hurry. There it is. There. This is The Night She Disappeared. Yeah, the main character goes good. So The Night She Disappeared. This is the one we're talking about today. This was, let me just read a couple of comments and then we're going to go right into this book, you guys. So I like one book for the club. Me too. Gives me time to read the nonfiction stuff I love. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. That's true. Okay, no Cerulean Sea spoilers. Okay, guys, no Cerulean Sea spoilers. We got some people that aren't reading it right now, so let's not talk about that at all. Thank you for that warning, Kim. Thank you so much for saying that. It's been not too long for me, but I've already read one other one, which I couldn't put down. Notice that. I'm looking. What is in the water of this? What is in the water? Because there's going to be spoilers for this book. What's in the water? Do you know what's in the water? It looks like that's the swimming pool at Scarlett's house, I'm assuming. It looks like a person. That must be the swimming school at the dark place, right? I'm trying to see. I can't, it's not a very good picture. I can't really even focus in, but it does look like a person. Looks like a baby almost. I'm not sure. Here. So, okay, that's what we're going to talk about. But I don't have a photo of the cover in front of me either. So you can let us know, Ray, what it is. But I actually listened to the author today as well. This is her 19th book. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So what did the author say about that? It's a ring, but the ring was buried under the sign. All right, let's get started in talking about this book. Did you read the book, Susan? Because remember, there's an engagement ring. There was engagement ring under the dig here. Let's just go a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of an overview of the book. Floating in the water. Oh, God, now you got me curious. Hold on. I got to see this. Hold on. I got to find it. Floating. Oh, it is. Now that you said that, it is a ring. I see it. Susan, you haven't finished this? Well, you're in the wrong place. Plug your ears. I see it. I see it now. I see it now that you mention it. It's right there. Right when I moved it. Right there. It's a ring. No, it wasn't in the water. It was in the dirt. Okay. So let's just get started about this book. I don't have the synopsis in front of me. Susan, did you not read the book? Because if you didn't, you might want to. Somebody said you haven't finished. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, we win. Anyway, so this was a really interesting book, and it was set in a boarding school campus, and they had the posh kids and the not so posh kids, and the posh kids and the not so posh kids end up getting together, and it's the story of Tallulah, who's just a kid, and she basically has a son. His name's Noah, and he's just a baby, and she lives with her mom Kim. And what did you guys think about the relationship between Kim and Tallulah? I loved it personally. I loved the relationship between Kim and Tallulah. That's the first question I'm going to put out there. And the second question I'm going to put out there is, what did you think about all the different points of view? Because there was Sophie's point of view, who was great relationship. Sophie's point of view, Tallulah's point of view, and Kim's point of view. And Sophie was the new schoolmaster's girlfriend, who was actually a detective novelist who came to town. And her and Kim are the ones that, spoiler alert, her and Kim are the ones who basically solved the case. I'm just going to say solved the case. Well, you always have a what do you call it? You have to have some buy-in in order to, make things kind of happen and believe them, You have to kind of, there's a term for it, but I can't think of it. But I really enjoyed that. And Kim says, I thought she was super supportive. The mom, Kim, yes, Kim was super, super supportive. And, there was no problems with the Tallulah and Zach was the dad. There was no problems in them being super wonderful parents. And Zach, well, we know Zach had issues, but there was no problems in them being so dedicated to that baby. It was wonderful. And that's how I kind of liked when the book started out, where it was the boom. It started out, there's these two teenagers that have this baby, you know? So I really enjoyed that. But what do you guys think about the, Carmela said it was good, the relationship, about the different point of views. Did you have a hard time going from Tallulah's point of view to Kim's point of view to Sophie's point of view? Uh-oh, that's not good, Gail. So what'd you guys think of the point of views? And do you guys feel that it's harder to stay focused when there's so much jumping around? But because basically that book, there was basically 3 points of view. And I think there's 2017, 2018, and 2019. It's what you don't like is the going back in time. And it wasn't a problem for you, Ray? Okay, awesome. I kind of had a problem at first. I'm like, wait, what? You know, and then where are we again? And then, but it's a little hard to stay focused for sure. But I thought it was important how she set that up, you know, because we started out, loving, the kid. The time frames threw you off too. Yeah, like, wait, what happened? So yeah, so if you're going to jump around from different perspectives, throwing in the different times too, or times as well, does make it a little bit challenging. But after a while, I think I got into the rhythm of it and it was okay. So, oh, and another little piece of trivia. The names were hard too, but I do like the way she set these names up, and I'll explain some different naming things that I've gone through with another book that I just finished reading that I thought, oh my God, why did they do it that way? Yeah, I think, Ray, that comes with the fact that we're maybe a little bit older readers. I mean, we just had that conversation a second ago. I know you were here. Do you think? I think we're like, wait, because I mean, I'll be talking to my daughter and she'll tell me somebody's name, and 5 minutes later I'll go, wait, what was that guy's name? Mom, I just told you. I was like, oh, sorry. You know, I don't have a book to refer back to, you know. But oh gosh. So a little bit of trivia was, what do you guys think she had a working title for this book when she was writing it. And the working title, what do you guys think a good working title would have been? Print out a list of the characters. My mind is too old for this. Then have I got a book that you're not going to want to read next, Ray? Except for in my mind, I just told myself, just get past this, Dawn. It's going to have to fall into place, and it eventually does. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. But so yeah, think about, what do you think the working title for this book was? Personally, I thought it was going to be The Dig Here, because how many did you guys not just love the sign on the gate that said dig here? I mean, I thought she was going to find bones or something. Yeah, see? You know, I thought for sure there was going to be some bones, and I thought, what a great concept was that. The author didn't see a sign that said dig here. She just actually, it came to her one day, you know, and the reason how she picked how to do a boarding school is she was listening to another author talk about how she was writing she was writing a book in a boarding school, and she goes, oh, I'm going to do that. So that's how she just started that. And then she just came up with the dig here, which I thought was phenomenal. What a great thing, you know, dig here. And then later in the book, there was another dig here. And did you notice at the end of the book, when we already knew about the staircase, but we didn't know how she got in there until we found that tool. So here's some spoiler alerts, guys. But when they did a dig here and then that tool was there, I knew immediately what it was. Did you? I knew immediately what it was. So, yeah. And did you like the pace? So those are a couple of questions I'm just going to throw out there. I'll let you guys type. I'm probably talking too fast for you. You did know what it was too, Ray? Yeah, because I mean, it was like this weird like to me, it's like a mini crowbar with a little thing on the end of it. You know, it was kind of obvious. To me, there was a couple of obvious parts, but I kept waiting for something to happen with Liam, you know, the assistant. I mean, he was just a weird character that he grew and he grew. You didn't like the pay scale. He grew and he grew. This Liam guy grew and grew and grew, and then he just kind of went off, and then he ended up showing up later. I thought, who is this guy? You know, and he went nowhere. That guy just went nowhere. So I thought some of the characters kind of went off the like stairways to nowhere. You know what happened? You know. Oh, I thought they described the object pretty well. And I thought they described the staircase pretty well because I saw it. I saw it in my mind's eye. I saw I thought it was really interesting where they had the modern staircase and underneath it was the old staircase, you know? I thought it was pretty cool how they did that. Yeah. I think she wrapped it up pretty good with most characters, but I think there was some stuff missing with Liam for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So since I don't have the book in front of me, tell me again, Gail, what did Liam do at the very end? I can't remember now. You thought he did? Who did I think it was? I thought it was Liam throughout the book too, I think, for a while. You know, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. Oh, yeah, they kind of, after they got her off the boat, they said, okay, happy ending. You know. So Gail, remind us what Liam did. I can't remember what Liam did. He was when he went back. He went back. Oh, he killed not Zach. He killed the teacher, right? Didn't he kill the teacher? Liam killed the teacher, the one that raped her, right? Yeah. Oh, Ray, sorry. Spoiler alert. I can't keep saying spoiler alert, honey. This is a discussion. Yeah, Liam killed the teacher. There you go. That's right. Oh my God. Dirt. Yes, Liam killed the teacher. That was good. That was kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. That was satisfying. Yes, the task, the one that followed her in the woods, Scarlet, the one that kept following Scarlet around and said, oh, and then, you know, yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh my God. So that was a kind of a few twists and turns, you know. Yeah, this is the discussion, you guys. So I am sorry, but you're going to get book spoilers. I think I even put it in the title. Yes. So I'm glad you're here, Gail, to remind us because I don't have very good notes this time. I'm a little like this time, but it's okay. So, but what was your favorite part of the book? I kind of enjoyed well, I liked the whole book. Well, you know, I wish I had better notes, but I don't have very good notes this time. I'm going to be transparent right here. My notes are horrible. I don't feel like I have the book in front of me that I can refer to with my notes and stuff. So that's another thing when you're trying to have a book club and you can't have the book in front of you to refer to and have your notations. Well, Scarlet was the posh chick that they ended up falling in love, and then Scarlet was uh, um, you know, she was her mom, Scarlett and Josh. That was just really weird. Yeah. Well, so there's Scarlett and Josh, her mom. I don't remember her dad's name. And then yeah, there was Sophie and her. What was the taskmaster's name? Sean. His name was Sean. Yeah. So I kept reading it to find out what happened next, but it wasn't my favorite book by far. Well, it really wasn't my favorite. Okay, I've read 2 Lisa Jewell books. This is the other one I read, and I loved it, you guys. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I told you guys about it last week. If you liked her style writing, you'll really love this book. And I just found out today watching her interview that she is going to be doing the Family Upstairs 2. Yeah, she's going to be doing a Family Upstairs 2. Well, we told you, Ray. We told you this is this discussion, so you got to know that. No, Scarlett's parents were so well, they're so self-absorbed, you know. You know what's kind of sad about that is they always make the people that have like cat or you know, wealthy people, they always kind of try to make them so self-absorbed. They're not always wealthy people are not always like that, but they sure do depict them like that an awful lot. Yeah. Oh, good. Carmelia, she had it. She nailed it with Scarlett the whole time. Yeah, Scarlett there was something off-putting about her from the beginning, right? She goes, "Hi, you're the hi girl at the bus stop or whatever." I always thought she did too. But then there was Zach though, because he was so aggressive and pounding on walls and doing that kind of thing. So Zach to me at first was like, oh, he might be an issue. So, and then I thought it was really interesting that the mom ended up working in the same bar that they all met at. I mean, there were so many little intricacies, that were going on. I think she really developed the story pretty good and the characters pretty good too. So, I really enjoyed the book, but I don't really have any other questions about it except for what did you like best? This is going to be like the shortest book club meeting ever. Oh, if Kim ends up with the detective, I think they do. Oh, Gail says, wasn't that Toddler a brat? Okay, so let's talk about the detective things. I think they do. As if I was to write it, I think they do. But let's talk about the Toddler Brat thing. So today when I was watching the interview with Lisa Jewell, she talked about that. She said, here's this grandma who's a young grandma. She's only in her early 30s, right? She says, here's this grandma, and she's got this toddler she's raising now. And she goes, I didn't want to make it like an Instagram kid. I didn't want it to be where this kid was like, oh, let me just eat the Cheerios, thank you, grandma, or whatever. She goes, I wanted the kid to be throwing Cheerios. I wanted it to be real life. So, hi, Laura, how you doing? Welcome in. So that's why she did that, Gail. She made it so that, the life with this kid for her isn't easy, but she also made it so that the relationship between Tallulah and the son, and Noah was the little boy, was like Tallulah adored him. But yet there were times when the kid, was a kid, he constantly crying, and he was a brat and he was a handful. So she had all that. So Laura, did you get a chance to read The Night She Disappeared? Nice to see you, by the way. Did you get a chance to read it? Or are you reading it? If you are, there's spoilers here. Just FYI, and by the way, there are spoilers here. We've talked a lot about we've done quite a few spoilers anyway. So, and this isn't the best book club because I don't have a lot of notes for questions and stuff, because I was saying I didn't have the hard copy this time. I just had the electronic copy, and I don't like working off the electronic copy. Oh, you're a crap. Oh, see, we had that conversation earlier too. Oh, it happened kind of suddenly, Kim. I wonder if it's because his mom was gone. That's a good observation. I wonder if it's because his mom was gone, and yeah, that's actually a good observation. While you sleep. Ooh, that's a good one. That's not while you were sleeping. Oh, he was just learning to talk when his mom disappeared. Oh, thanks. I'm happy to be here. It took me a while to get on here today because I was having camera trouble. And then I was like, it's always really hard for me to be face to face with you guys because, But I like it because it's a book club and I feel like I want to be in the same room with you. Even though I can't see you, I can read what you're saying. So, I got to cut my hair. Look at this. I've been cutting my own still, and I don't color it, obviously. So all this white is all this angel hair is mine. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in today and joining me. I know the book club isn't for everybody, but yeah, and I didn't post yesterday. So yeah, but so all in all, I am going to give The Night. Oh, thank you, Ray. I'm going to give The Night that she disappeared. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. So if I had a Goodreads account, I'd give it 3.5 stars. What do you guys say? Out of 5. I'm going to give it 3.5. I mean, I really liked it, but I didn't love it. I think because I was so excited about it. I was so excited about this book that I actually paid full price on, for a Kindle. I started a Kindle, 3.5 for Ray. Okay, 3.5 for me. I just was so excited about it. Gail's a 3.5 too. Kim too. I think we were all like right into it because I think we all were really excited about it. And it just didn't, it didn't like get there for us. So see, I think we're all at 3.5. It just didn't quite get it for me when after I read this, I was so excited. So that if you have a chance, if you find this at the thrift store, if you can get it for, cheap, sorry, author, we're reading at least 12 books a year and we're not going to spend $15 a month for a book. Sorry, I wish I could, but I can't, so I won't. So I go to my friends in my library. A lot of people are doing the Audibles too. All right, so let me just tell you about what I did read this month as well. So B.A. Paris actually liked this book too. You don't like the storyline? It's pretty good though. B.A. Paris liked this one. B.A. Paris says, brilliantly dark and disturbing, absolutely couldn't put it down. So I always like to look at who reviewed the books. You got tired of jumping from timeline to timeline? Yeah, I and a lot of them are doing that. I don't know why. I like a lateral, or what do you call it, you guys? I don't know. But so there's that one. So when I've been reading a lot of these books, like the last one was the B.A. Paris Behind Closed Doors. That's the one we did last month, and I really enjoyed it. That one that was a timeline one too, I think. But I noticed on the back and I'm noticing a lot of Ruth Ware's books, and Ruth Ware is the lady that wrote the Woman in Cabin 10. Ruth Ware is her name. And so I also read this by Ruth Ware, One by One, Ruth Ware. And I think I picked this up at a thrift store. Yeah. And so she is the author that I'm really enjoying, I really enjoyed this book. But let me just tell you something about this book, because you might not want to read it based on the comments about the timeline in The Night She Disappeared. This one has a really good timeline. We're always at the same time, but what you are talking about, I think there's like 9 or 10 people. And right out the gate, oh, did you read that, Kim? Did you like it? Don't they all sound the same? They have the house at the end of the lane, the cabin in the woods, the cabin in 10, and it's pretty soon, it's like all these titles are starting to sound the same to me. Is it just me? They're all sounding exactly the same, and it's kind of getting annoying. It's like that one, the tattoo one. Anyway, so this book has like 10 people, and it starts out and it tells you their name right in the front. So like there's Liz, and then there's the next one is Aaron. And then the next one, and it does this right out the gate. And the next one is Liz again. You'll talk about Liz again. You did like it? Oh, good. I like Ruth Ware a lot. And then now she's talking about Aaron again. So she talks about Liz and Aaron a lot. And then she starts talking about, oh no, she only talks about Liz. Oh my God, I'm just noticing that. She only talks about Liz and Aaron the whole time, which is really interesting, you guys. I just caught that. I swear I just caught that. So just know that she talks about Liz and it's a Liz's perspective, and it's Aaron's perspective. We're talking about this book one by one, but there's 10 other people that she talks about. Isn't that weird? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Wow. I'm kind of am shook right now, because you feel like she's done this with all of them. So this is actually kind of good. If I would have looked back at the book, I would have known it. But all of these people are in a cabin up in the French Alps, I think it is. And they get picked off one by one. Okay. And it's more of a mystery than it is a thriller, but it's really good. And that's what I read. I read this as well. And I read this one in about 2.5 nights. So I read at night. and in the morning. Like this morning, I actually finished that this morning. It's really good. So if you're looking for another good one, if you happen to see this, pick it up. Yeah. So I'm really liking Ruth Ware. So that's what I'm going to do this month is I'm going to say, do you guys want to read a Ruth Ware book? I have a runny nose. I always have a runny nose because I've got a couple of choices we can do this month because I haven't read them yet. And this is a Ruth Ware. It's The Lying Game. And this is a Reese Witherspoon's book club. So remember, the books that we're going to choose are going to be they're going to be book clubs and current. Let me tell you when this one was done, when this one was written. So this one is 2017. So it's not that new, but there is this one. So I'm going to offer up this one as one that we can read. And the other one I've been dying to read is this one. And I know some of you might have read this because I've already shown this book because I've been wanting to read it. So we have this one about the Maidens. So let me tell you what this Ruth Ware is about. First off, it's got, I'll tell you how many pages it's got. It's less than 400. It's got 367 pages on this one. Oh, Kim. It's good. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this. I know I'm skipping all over the place, but bear with me. You have read The Maidens? Okay, let me talk about this one for a minute. Let me see if I can, let me just read this to you really quick, okay? In case you guys want to read this. It's really good. It's really good. Getting yes, the French Alps. Getting snowed in at the luxurious rustic ski chalet high in the French Alps doesn't sound like the worst problem in the world, especially when there's a breathtaking vista, a full-service chef, a housekeeper, and a cozy fire to keep you warm, and others to keep you company. Unless that company happens to be 8 coworkers, each with something to gain, something to lose, and something to hide. Okay? When the co-founder of Snoop, so basically they have an app, and it's called Snoop, and that's what their company is. So when the co-founder of Snoop, a trendy London-based tech startup, organizes a week-long trip for the team in the French Alps, it starts out as a corporate retreat like any other. PowerPoint presentations, strategy sessions broken up by mandatory bonding on the slopes, right? Gag, right? We've all been there. But as soon as one shareholder upends the agenda by pushing a lucrative but contentious buyout offer, the tensions simmer and loyalties are tested. The storm brewing inside the chalet is no match for the one brewing outside. However, and a devastating avalanche leaves the group cut off from all access to the outside world. Even worse, one snooper hadn't made it back from the slopes when the avalanche hit. So as each hour passes without any sign of rescue, panic mounts, the chalet grows colder, and the group dwindles further, one by one. It's good. It's really good. Kim, I think you'd like this. I think you would. I think you'd like this. So there's that. So, but that's just one I'm just putting out there for you to read. Again, it's just kind of like the Cerulean Sea. It's something I've read and I'm thinking about reading. So Carmela says she's read The Maidens. I wouldn't be sad to read another Ruth Ware. Let me just tell you what this is about, if I can. This one doesn't really have, it doesn't really have, well, here, there's a little snippet. You'll read it for sure, one by one. Okay, great, Kim. Let me know what you think. You can email me if you want to, or come back here next month and tell me about it too. So this one, okay, The Maidens. Okay, well, I'll tell you about that one too. But this one here says, a single cryptic text, I need you, reunites 4 friends in a stippled light of an English seaside village. I can't read, you guys. This light's really bad. In the stippled light of an English seaside village, just as surely as it signals readers that they're in the hands of a pro. The Lying Game makes good on its premise that tall tales have consequences, especially when they're exposed to the glare of the truth. That was the New York Times book review. It doesn't really have, I was noticing that on this book, it doesn't really have a synopsis, which is driving me crazy. Like if you read this one, there's a little synopsis right there. This is just a review. It looks like a synopsis, but it's not. I like a synopsis on a book. But the maidens. Now this one has a synopsis. I'll read that to you real quick, and tell me what you think. Kim, and has anybody else read this one either? The Maidens. Now this is by The Silent Patient, and you guys know how much I liked The Silent Patients, and The Silent Patient has got the best reviews online. So this, Alex Michaelides or Michaelides, whatever, I'm not sure. So this one, a spellbinding tale of psychological suspense, weaving together Greek mythology, murder, and obsession. Edward Fosca is a murderer. Of this, Mariana is certain, but Fosca is untouchable. A handsome and charismatic Greek tragedy professor at Cambridge University, Fosca is adored by staff and students alike, particularly by the members of the secret society of female students known as the Maidens. Ooh, a secret society. That's kind of weird. Mariana Andros is a brilliant but troubled group therapist who becomes fixated on the Maidens when one member, a friend of Mariana's niece, Zoe, is found murdered in Cambridge. So one member of that little secret society is found murdered. Mariana, who was once herself a student at the university, quickly suspects that behind the idyllic beauty of the spires and turrets and beneath the ancient traditions lies something sinister. And she becomes convinced that despite his alibi, Edward Fosca is guilty of the murder. But why does he keep returning to the rites of Persephone, the maiden, and her journey to the underworld? When another body is found, Mariana's obsession with proving Fosca's guilt spirals out of control, threatening to destroy her credibility as well as her closest relationships. But Mariana is determined to stop the killer, even if it costs her everything, including her life. That's him. That's the guy that wrote it. That's Alex. So what do you guys think of that one? So for those of you that plan on reading, these are the two we've got. I mean, I could go pick something else if we're not really into this, but I haven't read this either, and I've been wanting to. Let's see. Let me tell you when this was written in 2021. This is brand new. So you might have trouble reading it. I think I did. I found this at a thrift store, but it was like a fancy thrift store. Do you know what I mean? Not like a Goodwill or one of those. It was like one of those fancy thrift stores, you know what I'm trying to say? It's popular. Oh, is there a wait, but not too long? Oh, and that's for the ebook. It's really popular. I got lucky on this one. I did find it in a fancy consignment shop, and I think I paid like $7 for it. So you might. Do you guys think? So that might be a problem, you guys, with this one, it being for the book club, because this one will be easier to get. So I guess now we have to decide, do we want to try and find this one and read it? I already have it. I feel like that's not fair. Or do we want to get this one, which I know everybody will be able to read? Or do you guys want me to pick another one? Because I have lots and lots more that I can pick from. We can do another Lisa Jewell. I've got one over here that looks pretty good for like Halloween. Hold on, let me grab it. I found this one for $1.99 at the Goodwill. So I'm just going to throw this last one out there. You want to do the older one? There's this one called Absolute Fear. You want to do that? Okay. And then we'll do this one another time. We'll do this one another time. And we'll talk about this one. I don't want to throw any more wrenches in, so I'm going to put this one away. We'll save this one, and I won't read it either because I actually want to know it. So I'll read these two. These will be my two. I'm going to read this one, and I'm going to read this one. These are going to be the two I read this month. No, I'm not thrilled about all these being about murder either, but it's Halloween, and, I'm just kind of going with what I have in my library, and sometimes I think there's it feels like sometimes they're mysteries, sometimes they're murder. I think most thrillers do have a murder in them, don't they? Don't they? What do you guys think? Don't thrillers usually have a murder or two? Because I'm trying to think if B.A. Paris had a murder. That's the Kim Puppies died in B.A. Paris, so there was a murder. There was there was a murder. It was puppies. Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, that's not funny, but you know what I mean. There was a murder. Yes, there was a murder, and it was a puppy. So yeah. Okay, so I'll try to be more conscientious, more conscientious of that. So I think we'll do this one this next month, The Lion Game by Ruth Ware, because I think it'll be easy to get. And again, I think it was what did I say, 2017, and it's got some great reviews. See who else? Great reviews. Lots of all the magazines liked it, and it was on the Reese's Book Club. Not saying that just because it has that. I know the bastard. I know he killed that puppy. I know that was a bummer. That was a bummer. So I don't always have to be the one to say what books we're going to read, but I guess kind of doing it now until we get more. I don't know, more people involved or more, um, you know, um, more suggestions in the comments. But we didn't like get any suggestions in the comments last time, and so. I'm just kind of going, but what I am doing, how I'm picking them, and I think I told you guys before, I'm picking them by, like reviews and how now I'm picking on how easy they are to get, and those kind of things. Do that. If you guys would send me some possible options during the month, because if you just tell me like right now, if you give me a name, I haven't in like this in the live chat, then I haven't been able to go out and see the reviews on it on Goodreads or, what other YouTubers are saying about it or, anything. I can't see if it's, so I really rather if you just send me some comments during the month, because when you send it, like if you put a comment down below when this video closes, I'll see that comment. I can make notes and then I can go review them. And then those will be something I can pick up and show you, hey, one of you guys said, read this. Do you guys want to read that? I would love that. So please do that. Oh yeah, I always look at read. That's how I saw my video today when I watched Lisa Jewell. I watched her. I actually saw the author. Yeah. So that's a good point, Kim. Kim says book suggestions will really pin you in one genre when you read a few of them. So I am a fan of thrillers. I'm not a fan of romance. I'm not saying I've never read romance. I have read romance. But do you guys want this to be a thriller club, or do you want to open it up? And what other genres would you like to see? Because I would open it up. I won't read Harlequin romances. I won't read Julie Garwood. I won't read Kathleen Woodowese. I've been there, done that. I've read some of those. But I would read Hannah Kristen, and I would read Kate was it, who I'm talking. Who was the one that wrote the Lilac Girls? I just read her and I love her. She the clockmaker's daughter. Let's see. Let me go look in something in my library. I will read some of those. Are not necessarily thrillers, but they have a romance bend, but they're really good. They're really good authors. I just read The Last Thing He Told Me, was good but newer. Okay, so let me read some of these comments. So, is that the name of the book, called The Last Thing He Told Me? So I'm going to write that down. Is that the name of the book, The Last Thing He Told Me, and who's it by? Because actually, this is the second book out there called The Night She Disappeared. The Last Thing He Told Me. Look at my hair. So, the Lilac Girl, historical fiction. I like that, Kim. I loved the Lilac Girls. Kate Morton, isn't that her name? And didn't she write The Secret Garden? Aren't they the same? I like historical fiction. So we could do that. I'm going to put this on books. So I like historical fiction a lot. And I like Kristen Hanna. I really like The Nightingale. That was really good. Did you read The Secret Garden? Oh, so good. So let me see. So the last thing you told me was good but newer. I just don't care for crime books. I don't like crime and murder either. Okay, we can all agree to that. Susan said she liked it. Historical fiction. Laura Dave is the Laura Dave. Urdav. Okay, so I'm gonna look for that book, even though it's a little newer, but I'm gonna look for it. Rose, I saw that one. I didn't get into it. As a matter of fact, I bought it. The Rose Sisters, or the girls with roses, or something. I didn't get into it, but I bet I could have more than once. Some suggestions, yeah, and everybody send me some suggestions for sure later on. So, but yeah, because then we can kind of go out. But this month, I think we're going to read The Lion Game for October. It's got really good reviews. So many questions until the very last page. Needless to say, I could not put this book down. That's what Reese Witherspoon said. Once again, the author of The Woman in the Cabin 10 delivers mega chills. That's by People. Dig into this psychological thriller about whether you can really trust your nearest and dearest. That's Cosmo. We'll have, so it's got a lot. A riveting atmospheric thriller. So that sounds good. Atmospheric thrillers are always good. You don't want to miss this. So I'm going to start reading this tonight, and then I'll probably pick. No, I'm not. I'm going to save this for another book time then, I guess. So that's it then. Are we good? Are we all good? And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the books. And I promise next time I will have better questions, and we'll have a more in-depth discussion about the book that we read. But I can't even hold it up. I'm holding up an old Lisa Jewell book. It's just I feel lost without the actual book in my hand. Well, of course they do, but they're fun to read, Gail. They're fun to read. Who wants to read a bad review? Our next meeting. Okay, let me grab my here's right here in front of me. No, it's not. Hold on. Oh, you guys, I have a surprise for you. I have some things in my Etsy shop right now. You guys are the only ones who know it. I haven't put out a video or anything. So just FYI, and by the way, and one of them looks like this. Actually, I have 5 of these in my Etsy shop right now. And trust me, these things can take a lick and a beating, because I have been beating this poor thing up. Look. And I've been beating it. This got caught in a drawer, and I just kept shoving it and shoving it and shoving it. And it's like my favorite book. But anyway, so those are in my Etsy shop right now. So if you're interested, I'm going to be putting out that video tomorrow. Oh, so November, September, October. I'm loving this book club, though, you guys. I really do. I love that it's just a few of us, that we're also, comfy together. Sam's birthday was this month on the 15th, by the way. Okay, so yeah. So let's think about that. The 25th is Thanksgiving, so maybe the 18th. The 18th is a Wednesday, and that's usually my Let's Make a Mess with Me day. But I didn't do a Let's Make a Mess with Me yesterday because Ray says who chewed on that book. Not me, I promise. But oh my God, you guys, I laughed so hard because look at this. But I'm still using it because I just love it. I love this book. So that would be good. No, it's a Thursday. The 18th is a Thursday. I'm looking at 2020. Let's go to 2021, shall we? Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Gail. What would I do without you guys keeping me? Okay, so yoga. And I started a yoga class, but so we're going to go with the 18th, Kim. Do you guys want to do the day after Thanksgiving, so when's Thanksgiving? The 25th. No, it's going to be the week before. I make me laugh too, because I could cry. So the Thanksgiving's on the 25th. Somebody say, yeah. Okay, so I better write that down. This is my homemade. See what I do with this is my other one, and I put my homemade calendar in it. So I have my own calendar. So this is Thanksgiving. But the only problem with that is if you don't print them off you have to write all of the things. the holidays in there. I think the 18th is good. No good for you, more than likely. That's a Friday. No good for me. The 26th is football. I think the 18th, guys. I think the 18th. I think Kim had a good idea. 18th. I'm going to put it down. Book club. I mean, we could carve out an hour. Yeah, I haven't gone more than an hour. Yay for the 18th. Book club. 3 o'clock. So that's it. And we're going to do this one. And we're going to share whatever. And if you have a chance to get this book, you guys, get it. It really good. I promise. I haven't steered you wrong yet. Okay, so we didn't actually love The Night She Disappeared, but we liked it, right? And so but this is a good Lisa Jewell. This is the one I loved of Lisa Jewell. This is why I was so excited. And like I said, she's coming out with a Family Upstairs 2. So, but we won't be reading that in the book club because I don't do series. We won't do series. You couldn't put this down? Okay, good. So, yeah. So we're good. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Please like my video if you like it. And I'll see you on the 18th, but I'll probably see you sooner than that. I'm going to put up another video tomorrow that's showing my here, I'll just show you really quick, just a couple. Hold on. So you guys will get the first look. So there's 5 of this kind. There's 5 of these, and I put a little fringe on it. And it's got, isn't that cute? So there's 5 of these on my Etsy shop right now. And then these are different. So these all, oh, your last one. Oh, yeah. Oh, Behind Closed Doors. Yeah, that was a good one. And then there's the darker one. So I have a lighter one for people who aren't into darkness. And then there's me. So, yeah. So there's 5 of these, and then there's going to be 5 of these, but these are all a little different. So there's this ponytail girl, and then these are just, and then I made the sides dark. See? So these are fun. These are I'll show you really quick. So head over to my Etsy shop if you guys are interested, because I'm going to be putting these up on my Etsy. They're there now, but I haven't published it that they're there yet. So there you go. So yeah, I need to probably make myself another one of these because I chewed up the other one. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for being here. I had so much fun. Don't forget to please send me your comments about what books you want to read. Historical fiction, thrillers. We'll just stick with those 2 genres right now. I can't think of anything else. We're not going to do any nonfictions. We're just going to keep it, So thank you, Kim. Thank you, Susan, Gail, Ray, Carmela, everybody. No, I don't want to forget anybody. Kim, of course. I think that's our core group right now. We're the core girls. And Sam came in. Thank you, Sam, for coming in. And Laura Vasquez, thank you so much for being here. I think that's it. You guys we're the book club girls. We are it. So it was fun. You guys, and thank you for the patience for me not being so set up today. I just really feel like I didn't have a very good bunch of questions to ask regarding the book, but next time I promise I will. Okay. Bye, you guys. Love you so much. Please take care. Stay safe out there. It's a jungle. Okay. Love you. I'm going to give you a little hugs and kisses here. And then we'll end it. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks again. Love you so much. Happy reading.